Wheat Triticum aestivum. Origin De Candule believed that Valley of Euphrates and Tigris, but Valvilo, according to Valvilo, origin of wheat species is probably Abyssinia. Soft wheat groups in the region of western Pakistan, southern west of Afghanistan, and some south parts of mountainous Basar. The economic importance of wheat triticum aestivum is world's number one cereal in area. Cultivation of wheat is as old as civilization. It is the first mentioned crop in Bible, used for bread, cakes, bakeries, and also manufacture of dextrose alcohol, a nutritious food of all. The classification of wheat genus Triticum can be classified into three groups: diploids, tetraploids, hexaploids. Diploids is the 7 pairs of chromosomes, tetraploids is the 14 pairs of chromosomes, hexaploids is the 21 pairs of chromosomes. Commonly cultivated wheat species, there are 7 in the world. Only 4 is important in India. They are common wheat, durum, emmer wheat, and short wheat, Triticum sperococcum. Among the 4 common wheat, coming to the common wheat, Triticum vulgare or Triticum aestivum. Common wheat, also called as bread wheat, most commonly used to suitable farm is chapati and bakery purpose. Common wheat is cultivated throughout India. Common wheat may be subdivided into hard red winter wheat, commercial class, hard red spring wheat, where winter is too severe, high protein and excellent bread quality. Soft red winter, growing in humid conditions, grains are soft, low protein, flavor more suitable for cakes and cookies. White wheat, mainly for used for pasty purpose. Durum wheat are also called as Marconi wheat, best suited for noodles and vermicelli. Spring habit, cultivation in central and southern India. Durum. Emmer wheat is nothing but Triticum dicoccum. Winter or spring wheat. Generally, it is cultivated in winter or spring wheat. Wheat suitable for Tamil Nadu, Telangana, all etc. Preferred for granular preparation. Gujarat, Maharashtra, Andhra Pradesh, and Tamil Nadu. Triticum dicoccum. Short wheat. Triticum spirococcum. Indian dwarf wheat. Practically gone out cultivation due to low productivity. Small extent of North India and Western Pakistan for local consumption is Triticum spirococcum. Varieties of Triticum spirococcum is Sonalica, Sonac replaced by Sonalica, HD2285, PBW343, HD2687, WH542, UP2336, Raj 3077, CPAN 304, 3004, PW, PDW 215, many more like varieties for irrigated late zone and varieties for salt affected areas. Adaptation and distribution. The wheat is widely cultivated cereal. It is cultivated under the 47 degree southern latitude to 57 degree northern latitude, well suited for wet, fertile, well drained silt and clay loam soils, poorly suited to sandy or poorly suited to drained soils. Coming to the wheat climate, wheat has ardent ability after germination. It can germinate at the temperature just above 4 degrees Celsius. After germination, it can withstand freezing temperature by wheat. It can germinate the temperature just above 4 degrees Celsius. After germination, it can withstand the freezing temperature by in springtime. Wheat is as low as minus 9.4 degrees. Also, it can germinate. Winter wheat as low as minus 31.6 degrees also it can germinate. Normal process starts at above 5 degrees Celsius under presence of adequate sunlight. During the process of hardening, there is a gradual increase in the dry matter, sugars, amides, nitrogen, ammono nitrogen in the tissues. As a result, there is a great tolerance to freezing of proteins. Hardening plants have lower moisture in the leaves. Water is tightly held within the cells. Response to photo period and growth. It is a long day plant. Long day plant hastens the flowering. Short day increases the vegetative period, but no more varieties after the release of photoinsensitive temperature and growth. Wheat can be exposed at low temperature during the vegetative and high temperature at long days during reproductive phases. Optimum temperature of wheat is 22 to 22 degrees Celsius. Optimum for vegetative is 16 to 22 degrees Celsius. Leaves are largest at 22 degrees Celsius. Temperature above 22 degrees Celsius decreases the plant height, root length, and tiller number. Heading is accelerated as the temperature rose from 22 to 34 degrees Celsius, but retarded above 34 degrees Celsius. And grain development 25 degrees Celsius for 4 to 5 weeks is optimum. Temperature above 25 degrees Celsius reduce the grain weight. Growth stages in wheat. Vegetative stage germination is 5 to 7 days. Ground root insertion is 20 to 25 days after sowing. Tillering is from starts from 15 days at 4 to 5 days until the 45 days. Jointing stage starts from peak. Jointing stage is 45 to 60 days after sowing. Here jointing stage internode elongation occurs. Reproductive stage nothing but boot leaf 70 to 75 days after sowing. Flowering is 85 to 90 days after sowing. Milking is 100 to 105 days. Duff stage is 105 to 110. Maturity is 115 to 120 days after sowing. These are the wheat crop growth stages, vegetative and reproductive. Coordinating research zones in India, wheat is six zones are present in India, wheat improvement and coordination purpose. North Hills Zone, Northwestern Plains Zone, Northeastern Plains Zone, Central Zone, Peninsular Zone, Southern Hill Zone. Wheat cultivation practices, seasons, time of sowing decides the yield potential in wheat. Irrigated long duration varieties 135 to 140 days. November 10th to 30th is the date of sowing for irrigated long duration varieties. Short duration varieties 120 to 125 days may be sown up to December 15. Later than December 15, there is a drastic reduction in yield. Zone wise, there is a slight variation. Field preparation. Usually after kharif crops, field is prepared by disking once and arrowing once, and then moderate to fine tilth is suitable. Zero tillage also possible in wheat after rice dribbling in lines and an option. Methods of sowing in wheat is broadcasting, zero tillage and no tillage sowing, behind the plow, drilling, dibbling, furrow irrigated raised bed systems. Seed rate of wheat is normal recommendation is 100 to 125 kgs per hectare. Increased seed rate by 25% when under late zone and when the soil moisture is less. Broadcast requires higher seed rate 150 kgs. For dibbling 25 to 30 kgs is sufficient. Spacing varies with the varieties. Tillering variety requires wider spacing. Irrigated wheat spacing is 22.5 centimeters and 8 to 18 centimeters between the plants. Rain-fed wheat is 25 to 30 centimeters within the row to row, and plant to plant is 5 to 6 centimeters. When late sown, closer spacing is 15 to 16 degrees Celsius. 15 to 16 centimeters. For the wheat, recommendation of the nutrients is nitrogen is critical leaf. Nitrogen concentration in the wheat leaf is 2.5%. If the poor tillering and small rates are deficient, then Indian soils lack nitrogen. General recommendation for irrigated crop of wheat is 120 kgs to 150 kgs of nitrogen. Rain-fed is 40 to 60 kgs of nitrogen. Irrigated 2 to 3 equal splits. Heavy soils requires 2 splits of nitrogen. Light soils requires 3 splits of nitrogen. Basal and first irrigation and second irrigation are the important time of nitrogen in rain-fed crop. If the moisture availability is sufficient, Additional dose of 40 kg per hectare is required. All nitrogenous fertilizers may be used for calcareous soil and strong alkaline soils. Ammonium sulfate is better than urea. It is the mineral nutrition nitrogen. Thanking you friends. Have a nice day. Jai Hind.